Anybody for a drink? I'm going to pass this round. It's a longevity drink and you've earned it. So come and pick it up and I will give you a talk while you speak. Thank you. If there are more cups at the back there. Okay. So to begin, I'm starting with a longevity drink which is made up of fruits that are part of a tradition, long tradition of healing in Asia, Tibet, Russia, and Mongolia. And it sets me talking to you. To start rejuvenating, you need to start from the cell level up. And most people think they eat quite well, but when I ask them about their diets in the clinic, and I get their dietary history, most people's diets are very deficient. So what I do is I tend to do some basic testing, simple little things that don't cost much and don't hurt much either. So start off with a pH test, which is a urine pH and a salivary pH test, and then go on to a live blood analysis where you actually look at your blood on the screen in front of you, and you can look at your cell health, the quality of the cell membrane, the quality of your nuclei, and also to see, you can get an idea of how good the person's digestive system is. And a third test that I do is to test that person's carotenoid content. Feeling better? Okay. Doesn't take long. You're supposed to sip it slowly, very slowly. Not like an Australian. Okay. Very slow, gentle sip. You can have some more and start again. Okay. So we want our cells rejuvenated by what we put in our mouth, okay, and how we digest and absorb it. So I'll tell you what you're drinking in a minute. It's a secret, but I'll let you know in a minute. Okay. Sip it very slowly and mix it with your saliva so that you can actually get the maximum benefit of it. Most people do what you've just done. Put food in their mouth and swallow it quickly. Okay. That's beautiful. Beautiful color. Now, you see the color of what you're drinking is a bright orange with yellow tones. It's called a carotenoid. So the other test that I do is to scan the skin for your carotenoid content, and it's called a biophotonic scanner, and you can actually assess how much carotenoid you have in your skin and in your bloodstream, how healthy and how rich your cells are. So those basic tests at the beginning of a consultation can show me your state of rejuvenation or degeneration. Okay. So we want to go towards the rejuvenation side, and we begin with cellular nutrition, and I'm going to suggest to you that you include the following foods in your diet. Does anybody sprout here? Do you know about sprouting? Okay, good. So broccoli sprouts particularly are very high in something called sulforaphane, which is anti-cancer, and the sprouts are very high in every bit of energy and nutrient that the whole plant would need. So sprouting doesn't take time, and it's something that we all should do. Instead of buying them from the supermarket, sprout a variety of seeds. The seeds I recommend are broccoli, cress, mustard seed, lentils, mung beans, and sunflower seed sprouts. Very easy to do. I can teach you how after this talk. It's a bit of a quick talk, so I'm going to cover a lot of things. So sprouting, the other vegetable for health is called kale. Has anybody heard of kale in the audience? Good. Okay, so a very enlightened audience today. Okay. Kale is again very high in antioxidants, very easy to grow, very hardy, delicious to make chips out of and to use in smoothies. Other powerful foods, superfoods, are acai berry, seaweeds in particular. Sesame seeds are particularly good for the liver as well. So when you need to enrich your diet with superfoods, you need to look for foods that have very high antioxidant content. So this particular juice that revived us all after 3 days of exhaustion, standing and talking, contains 4 superfruits. The first one is the gak fruit from Vietnam. The gak fruit has an essential fatty acid component which is very unique to a fruit. Most fruits don't contain a fat, apart from avocado. So this particular fat makes the carotenoids in this juice very absorbable, and it gets through the cell membrane. You want things to get through and to be bioavailable. So the gak fruit is very high in lipocarotenes, The sea buckthorn is very high in antioxidants, B vitamins, and the chili fruit very high in vitamin C. Your next fruit in there is the goji berry that everybody knows about, and goji is particularly good for vision and wellness generally, and immunity and DNA protection. So 4 powerful fruits in that little thing that you were supposed to sip. Okay, but by tomorrow you'll be feeling fantastic. So once you've got the food in, you need to be able to digest and absorb that food if you want to rejuvenate. And most people's digestive enzymes fall far short of perfection and excellence. So if you're over 35, think about using a vegetarian digestive enzyme with your main meal to make your food absorbable. And as a special treat for this huge crowd in this audience today, I'm going to invite you to call my clinic for my energy smoothie recipe. So please get my details, call the clinic, and in essence it's a blend of fruit and greens, which we blend and don't juice. And then add the superfoods to that and you will feel wonderful, because I'm making that food easily digestible, easily assimilated, and very bioavailable. So that's your first step in rejuvenation.